Okay, we're now ready for the next step. We've wound the right number of threads of the right length onto the warping wheel. The rattle here keeps track of the order of all the threads. You put the little top on it, and it comes off and gets transferred.
Have to cut it first.
And you cut one end over here and hang onto it. Tie it into a knot. Okay, a little double knot helps keep everything in place. Okay, now the rattle comes off and gets placed in the secondary position. And it gets locked in place with a key and snapped into place so that it can't fall apart. And you remember the string that was wound on the center of the sectional board now gets tied around the double knot. And it's a simple loop, and then it captures the double knot, makes it real simple. Now the warping wheel is set up so that all the threads will transfer into each section evenly. So you just have to do a little adjusting on the piece, because every time you use the warping wheel, it moves a little bit. And when you get it set just right, then you don't have to worry about the threads being off a little bit. One of the ways that you do that is by setting the angle of that little rattle. It will open the width of the warp, or it'll close it down. So it makes winding the warp so much easier. So it takes literally maybe, a minute to get all of that warp transferred. You can see what's left here on the spools. We're coming to the end. And when we come all the way to the end, it's held in place by this little clip. So you just keep transferring until you get to the end, and then you use tape to keep the warp in order. And another piece of tape will go on the end. And then we just cut it free and go on to the next section.